taking on a challenge to go 500 miles in the world's most inconvenient tiny car. What makes it inconvenient other than its insanely tiny size? Well, its top speed is 25 miles an hour. It needs a 3-hour charge every 40 miles, and it has no air conditioning or vents. It's made to stay in the city of Rome for short drives, but we're taking it on a 500-mile road trip around Italy. It's day 3 and we went 110 miles so far and charged for 9 hours and 12 minutes. We did have one downhill yesterday that made us reach a record top speed of 28 miles an hour. Welcome to day 3 of the challenge.
I'm taking on a challenge to go over 500 miles in the world's tiniest electric car. Today's day 3 and we have 14 days to make a loop around Italy to the finish line in Rome. The first 2 days in this have been way more rough than I expected, and let me tell you why. This little car has a top speed of 25 miles an hour. It's really made to be more like a golf cart. And low-key, it's not even considered a car. It's actually a quadricycle, but it looks like a car. So for all intents and purposes, we're calling it a car. It has no AC, just push windows. So these windows just kind of go up and it only opens this little tiny bit. It has to be charged every 40 miles for 3 hours. Basically, for every 1 hour we drive, we have to charge for over 2 hours to make up for it. This is our Airbnb and we have almost no service here. Like, my cell battery is barely working, so I can't look up how many miles we've went so far. So I'll put it up on the screen right now. I hope it's at least 100 miles because we were booking it for like 12 hours yesterday between driving and charging. We're leaving in a few minutes for the day and we're stopping at one of my top bucket list items in all of Italy. I've been looking at pictures of it for years. So first I'm gonna put on my bathing suit and pack some snacks. Okay, we're gonna change in 3, 2, 1. All right, oh God, we're ready to go. All right, bathing suit is on. I'm gonna put on this little outfit above it, and then we will hit the road, baby. See some snacks. I'm so excited, guys. This is like, honestly, one of the top things I was looking forward to in Italy. Brandon hasn't even seen pictures of it, so I don't know how. It's so famous. This is like all over my TikTok algorithm and my Instagram algorithm, but he hasn't seen it somehow, so he just asked me how big it is. I think it's pretty big. I don't know, in the pictures it looks pretty big. All right, I'll spill the beans. It's a famous hot spring in Italy. Let's pack some snacks. All right, these are the snacks we're packing. A yogurt, mozzarella, 2 things of salami, and grapes. I feel like it's the perfect Italian little snack to bring with us. All right, we are officially ready to go. Brandon, what range do we have left on the car as of right now?
28 kilometers or 17 miles. So
oh my God, that's horrible.
That's not great.
We are gonna have to stop on the way there to charge just for a little bit, just to make it there and back to the charging station. And then after the spring at night, we will be back at the charging station charging for probably another like 2.5 hours before we can come back to the Airbnb. We wanted to just charge it up while we were at the hot spring, and there is a charging station close that we could check on. Should we check on it?
After we do the initial one that we know is good, yeah.
Okay.
For like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get it, you know.
We're just gonna check on the one that's close to the hot spring, because if that one works out, that'll save us so much time today. But first we're gonna do the one that we know is good, charge it up a little bit, go to the hot spring, stop at the other charger on the way, see if it works. If it works, we will leave it charging and walk our butts to the hot spring from that charger. That was a complicated plan, but this is a complicated vehicle, okay? It's like a simple vehicle, but it's complicated to make sure that it doesn't die and we don't end up pushing it. So let's get on the road. On the way through the Tuscany countryside, baby. We have 27 kilometers of range, and we are 11 minutes from the first charger. It says the charger is 5 miles away. We have 27 miles, so technically when we get there, we should have 22 miles left of range. But so far, it has not been accurate. It goes down way faster than what it's supposed to go down, so I'm curious how that goes. So we have 3 chargers in the GPS right now. The first one is in the app that so far has been semi-reliable for us, so we're gonna use that one first just to make sure we have some charge, to make sure we can at least get to the spring and back to the charger. Then on the way to the spring, we're gonna just check out the other 2 chargers, because if either of those work, they're within walking distance of the spring, so we can leave it charging while we're at the spring, which would be like best case scenario. That would like make our days. Because then after the spring, we don't have to charge for 2.5 hours before we go back to the Airbnb. So fingers crossed that works, but first we're going to the charger that we think will be reliable. And we should be there in 10 minutes. So we're going down this hill in the countryside. Apparently we're not the slowest vehicle on the road. Going downhill, this guy's gotta go slower. This is the first time we've been held up by someone else. We're usually the ones holding people up. Brandon's debating on passing him once we get out of the curvy area, but this might be the only time on the whole trip we get to actually pass someone.
Woo!
Oh my God, we're passing him. Woo! We're so fast! Passing them at a sad 20 miles an hour, baby. So spacious not having all the luggage in the car. All you have is a few day bags packed for the day. And I'm already digging into some of the snacks. I'm hungry, okay? I'm hungry. are officially 1 minute away, baby. Let's hope it exists. It says it's here, but we're not seeing anything here. So it's not always 100% accurate. So maybe it's just up here a little bit. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, because there's nothing in the spot. It says we're here right now. All right, so once we look closer at the app's actual spot, not just the GPS where it was taking us, it looks like it's over here. So there's still hope. There's still hope. We're making a Yui. We're trying. We're trying. It's saying let's run up here to the right.
Okay, so they feel better than us.
You just saw Tesla. To the right. All right, it should be up here.
Boom.
Yes, there it is, baby. Woohoo! All right, so we're gonna get like maybe a 20-minute charge here or something. I don't know. I'm gonna do a map real quick to where we have to go and figure all of that out. But a little bit of a charge here, and then we will get back on the road. Now, the bad news was how much did we go down? Did you see what it was at when we got here?
Yeah, like 22, 23, something like
What
that.
did we say it was supposed to be at? 21? I don't know.
I don't know.
I forget what it was supposed to be at. We're getting a little confused here. But the point is it didn't go down as fast as it normally would. And it was because the entire ride here was downhill. So it has regenerative braking. So it actually even went up a little bit at some points and then back down. So the point is that the entire way back after the hot spring is uphill, which means that we're gonna be killing the car like crazy tonight. Hopefully there's a charger closer to where we're staying because we would love to start tomorrow on a bigger battery so that we don't just start the day tomorrow with 2 hours of charging. All right, let's charge up now though. We'll worry about that later. We're charging, baby.
Boom.
Boom. Now we gotta map out how far we have to go to the spring to see how much charge we need to stay here for. Because I bet, does it say how long it needs to charge?
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Gosh, 2 hours and 20 minutes, but we're not gonna stay here that whole time. We're just gonna charge up a little bit, just enough to get to the spring and back. And hopefully there's a charger at the spring. That would be a lifesaver. This thing actually charges on a house outlet, which would be so useful if we had like an extension cord so we could just charge it at the Airbnb and start tomorrow with a full charge, but we don't have an extension cord. I'm gonna ask the Airbnb host if they have an extension cord. That would be so helpful. I'm gonna message them right now. I haven't figured out how long we have to stay here for yet, but I do have good news. I just got hungry, so I started eating immediately. The Airbnb host did answer. They do not have an extension cord, but they did say there's a spot to charge up that's just like for electric bikes normally, but since we can use a normal house outlet, I guess we could charge there. And it's only 200 meters from the Airbnb, so we should be able to charge up tonight in the electric charging spot for bikes, and then tomorrow we'll be able to start the day with a full charge. That is such good news. Today we only need enough charge to make it to the spring and back to the Airbnb. So we're gonna make a little bit of a ballsy move. We are just gonna leave it charging for 30 minutes and I hope that's enough charge to make it to the spring and then back to the Airbnb tonight. That's the hope. And if we just make it to the Airbnb, then she says there's that electric bike spot charging station, so that's what we'll use. And then we'll charge up for like 3 hours tonight. All right, so we think we're gonna stop the charging. I'm a little nervous. I don't know. Does it say what our range is? Well, it's charging or no?
No, not till you unplug it.
Not so you unplug it. Great, great.
Half battery.
You have half a battery, so probably around like 35 kilometers?
30, 35. Yeah, probably 35.
All right, so
Should be enough.
Maybe that's like 20 miles of range. All right, you know, maybe that'll be fine. That's definitely pushing our luck. I really hope we don't forget this later in the vlog, but we're pulling the plug and going to the spring. All right, we're swiping to finish in the app, and we're unplugging it, baby.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's
Cool,
delayed.
yeah.
Delayed reaction.
But boom, baby.
We are good, or we're not good.
Or we're
just
bad,
started
yeah.
going.
Could be
Yeah.
bad.
Oops. For better or for worse, you're unplugged. Let's get to the hot spring and see this famous attraction in Italy. Okay, we have a 38 kilometers of range, which is, what was that in miles?
Oh God, I forget. 21 miles?
21, I think. 21 miles, we think. So not a lot, not a lot. We're gonna try to go to the spring and back to the Airbnb. I'm very worried because it's mostly uphill on the way back after the spring, so. But Brandon's claiming we're fine. He says it with confidence, thinks confidence is key, but I'm not sure if that's the case in this type of situation.
Confidence is king. Come on.
So now we're going to the spring, so let's go enjoy that, and then hopefully we don't deal with a million problems later tonight when we try to make it back to the Airbnb. Fingers crossed. Brandon pulled out in the wrong direction, and it said 10 minutes instead of 6 minutes away. We're like, oh no. So now he just turned around. Because I did the math on it the other day, and every 1 minute of driving takes away 2% of our battery. So adding 4 minutes takes away like 8% of our battery. So we don't want to do that. That'd be bad. We're back on the downhill, baby. Woo! Downhill life. That means later's gonna be uphill life. lot of cars, so I guess the spring is pretty busy, but that makes sense given that it's a beautiful day out here. So we gotta go the other side of the parking lot, and I'm like, oh no, it's gonna add a minute. That's gonna add like 2% of our, take away 2% of our battery.
We're drifting, baby.
Don't drift, stop. Seriously, do not tip the car. Do not tip the car.
I won't tip it, I'll just skid the tires. Come on, let me have some fun.
You're scaring me. No, seriously. Alright, we're parking. We made it! Alright, we paid €2.50 for parking, and now we're on our way to the spring. Alright, so apparently the spring's gonna pop out of nowhere, but right now, there's literally no water anywhere. Almost there. Wow, it looks nice! Oh my god. I'm excited. I've seen so many videos of this on TikTok. It's so surreal to actually be here. I'm going in. What's crazy is I just looked it up, and this is only like a 2-hour drive from Rome, but it's taken us like 20 hours of driving to get here. But it's okay, because I feel like that's gonna make us appreciate it even more now that we get to go in. It's like 2 full days and like 20 hours of driving. Yeah, let's just go in. Let's go. Let's not think about that. Gotta put the hair up.
That looks good.
We're good.
Looking good.
Wow, it feels nice. It's nice. The water shoes were definitely a must. Brandon is all in. So it's absolutely freezing, so we're heading back to the car immediately. The car's a little bit of a walk. Ooh, and it's like really cold out here. So Brandon, hurry up. No time to spare. We gotta go. All right, we're going back to the car. Let's hope that we make it back nicely because I'm very wet, and to be stuck in the middle of the cold right now with the car broken down or pushing it would really suck. So let's hope that's not what happens tonight. Let's hope we just make it home and everything goes perfectly. We find the bike charger, we plug it in, and everything just goes smoothly. We wake up tomorrow with a fully charged vehicle. Fingers crossed. That's all my hopes and dreams right now.
Great.
Goodbye, Hot Springs. Sun's going down. There's the RFD. All right, we made it back. All right, so I'm gonna change now out of the bathing suit because I'm freezing. We're at the car. I did bring this and a hoodie. I do smell a little bit like eggs. That smelled a little bit like eggs, but it was so amazing. Let's hope we make it back without pushing because we don't want to be pushing on day 3 of the challenge. That would suck. All right, I'll see you guys on some change and in the car, and we're going. All right, we are officially driving, baby. I got clothes on. I'm feeling better. I don't love the window open. It's making my nose like frozen, but there's mosquitoes in here. We're trying to like get them out of here, and that's the only way we can do it. But we are on the road, and the sun is going down. We are just in the middle of the Italian countryside. The way back is mostly uphill, which is definitely worrisome because on the way here we were like coasting downhill the whole way. So we do have 33 kilometers of range, which I believe is about 20 miles of range, and about 6 miles to get to where we're going, the Airbnb for the night. It seems like we should make it there with flying colors, but I'm not convinced, just because I know it's mostly an uphill and how fast the battery drains on an uphill. So we'll find out now. Fingers crossed, baby. For anyone who's new here, that 45 is not miles per hour, that's kilometers per hour. We only can go at top speed of like 25 miles per hour. Tried closing the windows because we were cold and the front immediately like just fogged up. So now we're unfogging it by opening the windows back up and sacrificing being a little cold because yeah, there's no like windshield wiper fluid or anything in this car. And it always fogs up like the moment we close the windows. Like, I don't know. It just does, so. And then we can't see the road. I really should put windshield wiper fluid in this thing.
It's not windshield wiper fluid, but it's defrosting.
Our defroster, yeah. But I mean, yeah. Wow, it immediately fixed it though, opening the windows.
Yeah.
It's better now, woohoo! Just gotta be a little chilly. Okay, we are now 7 minutes away. Oh my God, such mountainy, turny roads. 25 kilometers left of range. I'm gonna guess that's like 12 or 13 miles. I gotta learn this conversion better, but that's what I think. So far, I think we're gonna make it. I don't know, as long as the charger exists, we'll be in there. We're 1 minute away, so there should be a normal house outlet somewhere up here. Apparently it's supposed to come out of nowhere because there's nothing else out here. Fingers crossed, it should be right up here on the right. Right? Because it says the bike thing's on the left. Or did you see the bike store?
No.
I'm gonna get out and look for it. All right, I'm looking around. I'm not seeing anything promising. We don't have enough battery to make it to another charger, so we literally have to find this one, or we're like out of luck. Like it'd be really, really bad. That's where we're parked, and we're literally just walking around. I don't see a bike store anywhere. I see a sign for the bike store right there. That little sign Brand's looking at, that's a sign for a bike store.
For the bike store, remember your bike?
No, I know it is, but where's the bike thing? Unless it's over here, the charger. Like, is that the store all the way back there? Maybe.
And then it's gotta be.
So then there should be a charger over here. We're looking for an outlet. Literally just a house outlet. I'm not seeing anything and we need it or we are screwed. Literally, we have nowhere else to charge. So Brandon found an outlet behind this like apartment complex. We're gonna use that. Yeah, it looks a little private, but we don't know what else to do. It's like down this driveway. We can't turn our lights on.
Back it in. No, you can't. I'm gonna back it in. That's why I'm not shining lights into them.
Okay. We're backing it in to this complex area. Okay, so we're in. There's an outlet right there. Oh my God. It's not working. All right, we're charging, baby. We're charging. All right, so we just left the car. Whew, we are walking back to the Airbnb now, and we're just gonna hope the car is still there. In 2 hours and 40 minutes, I just set a timer on my phone. Definitely is not supposed to be charging there, I'll tell you that. There's no way that's supposed to be allowed to be charging there, but we were desperate. So it basically will be done around 1 in the morning. So we're gonna go back, shower, eat dinner, and then pray that no one either ticketed it or towed it away at 1 in the morning. Or unplugs it, yeah. That'd be the least bad though out of all those options. Fingers crossed. This is our walking path right now. No. Shh. All right, we are cooking. Okay, so looks like we're in a little bit of trouble. It's only 11:30, not 1 a.m. And we were hoping to leave it charging there till 1 a.m. But we just got a call from the host of the Airbnb saying that someone called her because they need us to move that car and that they're kind of angry. So I'm hoping there's not an angry man there waiting for us when we get there. We're walking back now. We still have an hour and a half left on the charge. But when we were looking for it, we asked the Airbnb host like where the bike charger was, and she said, like, if you look around, you'll find it. And then just put a winky face. We're like, we need better direction than that. So we didn't find the charger. And that's why we put it where we put it. But we still have an hour and a half left of charging. So hopefully we can find the bike charger now. She made it sound like she would be able to help us now to find it. I don't know. Fingers crossed, because yeah, we didn't find it. We're walking back now. I'm just hoping there's no angry man waiting for us when we get there. And that we can find a place to charge for that last hour and a half. Because right now it's 11:30 p.m. It's so dark here. Everything's okay. It's so dark here.
They say they don't want to give you any problem. Because they didn't know it was you. So they didn't know to ask us. And so we were away and they called the police. So that's what happened.
We're so
Very
sorry.
sorry.
We didn't know. We looked for where she said.
Nessun problema.
We walked all the way down there.
Sì, no, mi stanno scusando tantissimo, hanno sbagliato, giocavano un po'. I'm so sorry.
All right, we are now leaving. Oh man, we didn't get any charge for anyone who's wondering. They found it immediately. All right, so I'm gonna explain everything that just happened in a minute, but first we're going to hook up in this bike station. Okay, we're charging. Now let me explain what happened. All right, guys, so that was really stressful. We didn't expect there to be cops to be there too when we got there, so that was definitely a little much. Basically what happened was, so they did take all of our info, our passports. They didn't keep our passports, obviously, but they took all the info from it and wrote it down and the license plate and put it into the system. That being said, the Airbnb host is telling us that they told her in Italian that nothing's gonna come of it, so let's hope that's right, because that would suck. But the people who owned the property and everyone was super nice. Honestly, they were just like worried when they saw it. But once they met us and saw that we didn't even speak English and that we were from America, they actually thought it was hysterically funny. Oh, sorry that we didn't speak Italian. I'm way too tired for this. I'm way too tired for this. So then they were just laughing hysterically because they were like, that is hilarious, and nothing like that has ever happened to them. So then they were just all hysterically laughing and talking in Italian, and we apologized profusely. They were super nice about it. We were eating dinner when we got the call of all that happening, so I'm gonna go back to eating. Issue is, apparently the cops were really far away and it took them like almost an hour to get there, but they found our car like the moment we put it there and unplugged it. So we only got like 1 mile of charge. No, buddy. You don't need to get in trouble for the dog next. I mean, he's allowed to be here, but he shouldn't be barking in the middle of the night. Stop. So now charging is not gonna be done until like 2:15 in the morning. So yeah, it's gonna be a long night. I might message her and see if we can pick it up tomorrow, but she did say it's frowned upon to charge in the biking spot, so I don't think we should probably leave it there till the morning. I think we're gonna have to get it tonight. What a long night. First cop encounter and it's only day 3. This charging has proven to be very rough. All right, I'm finishing my food and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right guys, it is the end of the night. I am so tired. It's actually 12:30 in the morning right now, but the thing won't be done charging till like 2:15 in the morning. So Brandon's gonna be awesome and save the day right now because I am like trying to edit TikToks and I'm like falling asleep. And I could set an alarm to wake back up to move it, but he's willing to just take charge on it and to make it
of a boyfriend over here, guys.
And to make it magically appear in the front of this place in the morning. So that sounds way better. So thank you, Brandon.
You're welcome.
You're amazing. So in the morning, the car should be there, assuming Brandon gets it unplugged and moves it there. So yay! I am going to bed right now. Today's been insane. I have so many other things that I need to add to this video tomorrow for the data updates, how fast we went today, how far we went today. I did have the tracker going all day today, so we'll get all the stats tomorrow. I know I said that yesterday, but I'll pop it up on the end screen. I will get it done. Love you guys, and see you in the morning. Tomorrow's a very long drive because we are gonna be starting to head toward Pisa, which is 3 miles away, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's 3 hours away from here in a real car, which means it's gonna take us 2 days of driving. So tomorrow's the first day on the way to Pisa, and it's gonna be an all-day drive. Like, I think it's gonna be like 12 hours on the road. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for an insane driving today. Let's hope everything goes well with the car, the charging, everything. Let's just hope the challenge is nice to us tomorrow. All right, love you guys. See you guys for day 4 tomorrow.
All right, here's our stats for day 3, baby. So our total distance today was 12.02 miles. Max speed was 27.80, so we didn't hit the same max speed we did yesterday. Yesterday we got over 28. Total distance so far is 122.51 miles out of 500, baby. Total charges so far is 6, and total hours spent charging was 13 hours and 7 minutes in just 3 days. Holy moly.